This is David Green at ITN in London. If I can ask one question, if you can both hear it, and just answer one after the other, that seems the most sensible way.
Okay.
The question firstly is, what have British troops achieved in Afghanistan, and what remains for them to do?
Well, let me begin. I think that the achievements of the British troops in Afghanistan have been significant. I think as I move around the Helmand River Valley, you can see the progress they've made, both in providing security on some very key locations and among a large part of the population. That security has allowed the governance within this area to develop, both on the provincial and the district levels. And it has allowed the economy to begin to flourish again, whether it be the economics of the farming communities throughout the area, whether it be the bazaars, and also an ability for the education system to begin to come to life again. So I think that the progress the British troops have made has been significant.
And I think I would endorse the General's words, but I think I would also add that what has been remarkable has been the ability of the British Army and the Marines to counter the very significant threat from the Taliban and the insurgents over a number of years. I mean, in terms of where we should be, where should we be going now? I mean, as you're aware, we're now engaged in General McChrystal's population-centric counterinsurgency campaign. And what this means is that we are very much focused on the people themselves. And given the addition of the 20,000 or so US Marines who can work alongside us, we're now able very much to focus in greater detail with better ratios between our own forces, the Afghan National Forces, and the Marines. Between the ratio between them and the local people, which makes it far more difficult now for the insurgents to get between us. And as a result, I think we have a real opportunity to bring together the Afghan government and its people.
Two good answers there. If I can ask a second question, which kind of follows from that, how close are we to inflicting a decisive defeat on the Taliban?
Well, I think we've come a distance. I think tactically on the battlefield within Helmand province, the insurgency has been dealt a significant blow. I think you see that in the reduction of the number of insurgents you see on the battlefield, and you see it in his rather desperate attempt to turn the tide by resorting to a weapon of terror, the IED. I think as that progress continues over the months ahead, I believe that we will see even more of an effort by the other side to regain ground. There is still fighting to be done, but I think that the momentum is on our side, and I think that we have the insurgent backpedaling.
I would add to that since Operation Moshtarak, we've made significant progress in central Helmand in particular. Now we've got, both within the British area and within the US Marine Corps area in central Helmand. And our focus will remain in those areas over the coming months throughout the summer. Now, if we can turn the hold in these areas into a substantial build and give the Afghans the opportunity to develop and spread their legitimate government throughout this area, and you combine that then with the efforts that we'll be developing in Kandahar, and see continued progress in the north of Helmand thereafter, then I think we have every reason for optimism.
Perhaps this is the most difficult question to answer, but I'll ask it if I may. How will we know whether operations have been a success? What should be the objectives that we will say this has been a success, this has been a failure?
I think that we will see success as we see the Afghan people give more and more support to the Afghan government. I think that we will see success as we see more of the Afghan security forces, both the Army and the police forces, take over security responsibilities for areas within the province. And I think that we will see success as we're able to take a step back and be the supporting element for our Afghan security partners, again, as they take right to fight themselves and provide security to their own people, as is the right and proper thing for them to do.
I think just to build on that, if I may, not only will we tell we're making progress when we see the Afghan people connecting better with their government, we will also see it when we see them rejecting the insurgent. And we'll also see it as we gradually see the insurgent deciding to side with the government rather than the Taliban, because that's the way the future is taking them.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for staying, for doing this for us. Despite the communication problems, that worked very well, and I thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.